There are so many things that we learn and we don't put in practice. So if we could go into entrepreneurship and learn more about skills, develop our talent and make sure that we do what we are taught, then trust me, everyone is going to be engaged and we are going to have brilliant ideas working for everyone, and entrepreneurship is going to be the best.
Personally, I don't believe that you have to finish or complete every form of education to be able to think great.
Debatably, our economy is at the verge of collapse. We need to think differently. We need to be creative.
There are many graduates without employment in Ghana. This is a very sad situation.
I graduated from Accra Polytechnic in 2013. There is not much job available in the system, because when you look at the number of people who have graduated from the University of Ghana, Legon, KNUST, and all the 10 polytechnics in Ghana, and you compare it to the number of jobs that are in the system, you realize that we can't match up to the number of jobs that are in the system.
I believe that instead of us to join the job markets and search for the jobs that are not available, we should on our own figure out how to innovate things that can help create the jobs that we are looking for.
The world, the job market is becoming very difficult. There are very few employment avenues as against many young ones being churned out of the various higher institutions of learning year after year. Now this is where I think that the young entrepreneur sphere is a very laudable initiative, because this is one organization that is interested in encouraging young people to understand that they don't have to go to anybody to find a job, but they can create their own job opportunities. Well, employment is the wherewithal for everybody. That is why we go to school. It's like when you are hungry, you eat. So if a young person goes to school, his aim is to work. But where the problem lies is the idea that many young ones have, that you will fare better, you'll be happier if you are employed by somebody or in some already well-established institution. I guess this is the paradigm shift that the young entrepreneur sphere is bringing about. To let them know that yes, if you can get an employment there, fine, well and good. But considering the fact that objectively, the jobs opportunities in these areas are becoming fewer and fewer, then the earlier younger people start thinking about doing their own things in terms of job opportunities, then the better for them.
It's not really necessary for everyone to be employed, but rather we can innovate, we can plan, we can initiate ideas and make sure that everything goes on well as we imagine.
Having a higher education and then getting a good degree, I can employ myself and then use my ideas to create something and then work for myself.
I'm happy to share with everyone that I'm a self-taught programmer, and such forums is a source of encouragement for people like us. We seriously need to create more than we seek. The job market now is very limited. We can't just keep on seeking, looking at the number of graduates we have every season. We can't keep on seeking, but create.
And actually, here is where I like young entrepreneurs here. They enable you to sharpen your senses so as to be able to think great, so that you can also start your own.
A student leaves campus after his or her education, and then he gets into the job market and realizes that all his hopes and dreams are being dashed, because the promises that are being made within the school of you getting a job is not actually the reality on the ground. So entrepreneurship is being taught in school so that you get a concept of how to invent things, how to manage yourself. Instead of you chasing after a job, you create jobs for people to also benefit from you. So I believe that the concept of entrepreneurship sphere is very good.
I believe that with the passion that the initiators of the Young Entrepreneur Sphere are propagating this idea, I strongly believe that this idea will go a long way to help many young ones. It is because they have already seen that people in these areas of engagement are doing well. So if there is also the opportunity for younger people to understand that there are some who never looked to any of these established professions but decided to do things on their own and have indeed been able to do it and successfully, then they can also know that from the word go, instead of just aspiring to become a lawyer, a doctor, an accountant, they can also aspire to become entrepreneurs of their own right.
It's amazing how diversified the world of computers has become today. The aspect of programming alone seems to have a solution to almost every problem. That was my passion. And with the help of the Young Entrepreneur Sphere, I've been able to nurture this passion to its maximum level.
And this is what you receive when you go to Young Entrepreneur Sphere forums. There you are motivated, inspired, and also you are able to sharpen your senses so that you can also start something of your own and not always rely on someone. I'm looking forward to the next event that's being held at the Accra International Conference Center, and I hope that you will be there. You can't miss it.
I hope you'll be there at the forum. It's nothing you've ever witnessed before. Just be there.